The Tournament of Roses, America's New Year's celebration. 1989 marked the 100th Rose Parade and the 75th Rose Bowl game. Come take a look at the special moments that made up the Tournament of Roses Centennial celebration.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Jack Bigger.
It's a pleasure to welcome all of you to the kickoff of our Centennial celebration. It is both a pleasure and an honor as president of the 100th Tournament of Roses to officially proclaim, "Let the celebration begin." I'm Jack Bigger, president of the Tournament of Roses, and I'd like to welcome you all here today to the announcement of our contract between the Tournament of Roses, ABC, the Pac-10, and the Big Ten for a 9-year television contract that will go through 1997.
But I am tickled to death to have a chance to do the Rose Bowl, because it is tradition. And it's tradition because the people in Pasadena care. And I'll guarantee you one thing. If it is possible for mortal men to do the best job possible, we will.
We're here today to meet the 29 finalists for the 1988-89 Royal Court and to greet the 7 young women who have been chosen for that court.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join with me to welcome the 1989 Grand Marshal of America's New Year's celebration, the Tournament of Roses Centennial, Shirley Temple Black.
The main job for a Grand Marshal, I was told, was to wave at the crowds. And so what I did was to wave first to the left, and then to the right, and then back, and try to keep it very even so that no one was left out. That got hard after a while, but I became a very good waver, and have used it ever since.
So do we go right to left?
When you go out, Lacey goes to the right. Heidi is second, she goes to the left. Okay?
Okay.
Then Carolyn to the right,
Charmaine
to the left, Kristen to the right, Raquel to the left, Tamara in the center.
Okay.
Got it?
We're going to go through this one more time up here.
And I have an envelope here. And now for the announcement of our queen. The queen of the 100th Tournament of Roses is Charmaine Wyatt.
When you get to 100 years old, you have to do something big. And I don't know how you do anything bigger than the Rose Parade and the Rose Bowl game when you have millions and millions of people watching all the time. But we decided we needed to have a birthday party. And no other better place to do it than the famous Pasadena Civic Auditorium, where so many other televised events are done. And over 50 years of events happening here. Kind of spans part of our 100 years. So we wanted to have a big birthday party, get back Grand Marshals, get back royalty of the Tournament of Roses, Rose Queens, and be able to just honor all the people who contributed to that great history over the years.
We are truly here to celebrate not only the future of the Tournament of Roses, but to take a look back at the past of this tournament as well and to have a bit of fun along the way. Ladies and gentlemen, here once again, and reprising her role as the 1939 Grand Marshal, Shirley Temple Black.
I don't make New Year's resolutions. I know I should. But we do have one rule in our house, and that's to watch the Tournament of Roses parade and, of course, the great football game.
Holly Halstead Balthus.
And I am ever so grateful to the tournament for all that it has meant to me. I subsequently became Queen in 1930 of the 41st Annual Tournament of Roses, and I have reigned as Queen for 59 years.
He is affectionately known as Mr. Pasadena, Mr. Rose Bowl, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Lathrop Leishman.
Then I can't help but think of 1979 when Arthur Welch, the then president of the Tournament of Roses, asked me to serve as a Grand Marshal. And the announcement was made at the Rose Bowl. It was a very, very warm day. And with the nervousness of a day, I had a real good wetting of my clothes. And I got in my car to go home and take a bath, and I turned my car radio on, and it was on the news. And the newsman said, "The Grand Marshal of the Tournament of Roses Parade has just been announced. Lathrop K. Leishman, not exactly a household word."
Honored as the Grand Marshal for that 74th Rose Parade was JPL's director, Dr. William H. Pickering.
Thank you, Jess. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's hard to realize that it was 25 years ago that my family and I rode down there at the head of that parade. We were followed by a Mariner spacecraft, which was attached to a floral representation of the planet Venus. Now, as a matter of fact, this was quite a significant mark in the history of the United States space program, because this was the first time that the United States had demonstrated a significant space achievement before the Soviets.
Merlin Olsen.
My thoughts of the parade itself are also very special, of having a chance to join with my wife, my 3 children, to lead that parade down Colorado Boulevard, looking up into the hundreds of thousands of happy faces and the incredible feeling of being wrapped as it were in a blanket of love and warmth, and then rushing back to be a part of the game that afternoon. Those are special memories that will stay with me throughout my life.
Now I officially proclaim you Queen Charmaine, Her Majesty, Queen of the 100th Tournament of Roses.
Over the last few weeks, I have learned that being a Rose Queen or Rose Princess is something that is so special that no one can ever replace. I am also aware of the rich tradition of the Tournament House, what it stands for, and what it means to bring joy and beauty to this world each New Year's Day through the message of flowers and dedication of the volunteer. I know I speak for the entire Royal Court in reaffirming our acceptance of your trust and title. We cherish these honors and pledge to carry out our duties with enthusiasm. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Roy Rogers and Dale Evans.
The Tournament of Roses. God bless you. What an honor.
Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. I kind of feel like I've grown up with everybody. So every place we go, we feel right at home. And the big spots in our hearts down through the years has been the Rose Parade, because I started out riding, the first time I went in the parade, I was riding my wonderful horse, Trigger.
Irma Bombeck.
And sure enough, when we rounded that corner and saw all those people and all this love, that was the ecstasy part. A lot of people think I came here tonight because I just wanted to see something that was older than me. That's not true. That's not true. I came here tonight because I believed it then and I believed it now, that the Rose Bowl is the best of what we all are. Thank you. Good night.
It was a day that I'll never forget, my wife will never forget. We're terribly grateful to all these good people who put so much of themselves into it each year. It's the greatest honor that I can remember, and I think the most fun we ever had. Thank you all. Good night.
Mr. Gregory Peck. Ladies and gentlemen, one of a kind, and we have him tonight, Mr. Bob Hope.
No, I wanted to be here because I've been using the Rose Queen I guess for about the last 25 years, starting with radio and television, and every year I use the Rose Queen in her court, and they're always delightful, ladies and gentlemen. So, and we always had the coaches of the different teams that played in the Rose Bowl, and it worked out real good. And it got us a little extra rating too, by the way, which is the lifeblood of television. I don't have to tell you. But we had a nice time tonight with George Bush, and I congratulated him on his last debate. I thought he was so good on his last debate, they're now testing him for steroids. Did you see the debate? I thought it was funny when the moderator asked him what would happen if he died in office. And he said, well, I probably wouldn't run for re-election.
The bronze work features the name of every team, coach, score, and player of the game from the previous 74 Rose Bowl games. Ladies and gentlemen, we offer you the Chrysler Corporation Court Champions.
This one makes it. I have a special fondness for this one, too. You and me, we sweat and pray, getting things ready for New Year's Day. Tote that float, pick that rose, get a dozen poppy seeds to make the nose. Give me Green Street, Playhouse Alley. I'm tired of Glendale, I hate the valley, but Pasadena, you keep Rose Bowling on.
Celebration 100, the 100th Tournament of Roses Parade. A New Year's celebration from Pasadena to the world. Bands, floats, equestrian units, and flowers. Let the celebration continue.
Happy New Year to you. Have you fellas been roped lately? Well, good. Gotcha. Okay, thank you.
monster mash. And it's a graveyard smash. It's caught on in a flash. It's now the monster mash. He's gonna mash it off his back. Our monster mash is the richest man.
Another fantastic parade. And now on to the granddaddy of them all.
Programs, right here, programs. Programs, right here.
The 75th Rose Bowl game, January 2nd, 1989, pits the highly ranked USC Trojans, led by quarterback Rodney Peete, against the Michigan Wolverines and quarterback Demetrius Brown. The first half is all USC. After a first quarter Michigan field goal, USC's Peete scores twice in the second period. His first touchdown comes after a Wolverine turnover. 4 plays later, Peete punches in from the 1. Then the Trojans put together a 67-yard drive on the hard-nosed running of Aaron Emanuel and the scrambling of Peete, who caps the drive with a 4-yard option keeper. USC dominates Michigan 14-3 at halftime. The second half is a different story. On their first possession, the Wolverines march 70 yards in 9 plays and score on a 6-yard pass from Demetrius Brown to flanker Chris Callaway. Their two-point try fails, and USC leads 14-9. But the Trojans can't get untracked. After an exchange of punts, Michigan drives 92 yards in 9 plays on the power running of Tony Bowles and Leroy Horde, and this pass from Brown to tight end Derek Walker. Horde plunges for the final yard to begin the fourth quarter. The Wolverines again miss a two-point try, but lead 15-14. Then, after a missed USC field goal, the Wolverines take over again. Actually, Michigan's junior fullback Leroy Horde really takes over. On the first play of the series, from his own 30, Horde pounds over the left side, breaks tackles, and scampers 61 yards to the USC 9. 5 plays later, he sweeps over the right side, and Michigan leads a surprised USC team 22-14. For the day, Horde has 2 touchdowns, 142 yards on 19 carries, and earns Rose Bowl Player of the Game honors. And the new Rose Bowl championship trophy goes to Bo Schembechler.
This is a brand new trophy, first time ever presented. Yeah!
100 great years of Roses. 75 years of championship football. The celebration continues.